the psychology of money and how it affects your financial decisions. Money is a big part of our lives. It provides us with the means to live, to pursue our dreams, and to enjoy life. However, our relationship with money is not always straightforward. In actuality, our psychology frequently affects our financial behavior. But have you ever wondered why some people are able to manage their money better than others? Understanding the psychology of money is the key to managing it effectively. In this video, we will explore the different ways our minds approach money and how we can use this knowledge to improve our financial situations. First, what is the psychology of money? The concept of the psychology of money involves delving into how we interact with our finances. It's an exploration of our behavioral patterns and tendencies in relation to money. Money psychology is a field of study that explains how our relationship with money affects our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Our upbringing, cultural background, and personal experiences are just a few of the factors that affect it. Achieving financial success doesn't solely rely on having knowledge, a high IQ, or strong math skills. Rather, it's about our behavior when it comes to managing money. We all have our unique inclinations and tendencies, and becoming cognizant of them can enable us to leverage our thoughts, willpower, and mental capacity to transform our financial lives. Our financial behavior is often driven by cognitive and emotional biases. Cognitive biases are systematic errors in thinking that affect our judgment and decision-making. Emotional biases, on the other hand, are biases that are driven by our emotions and feelings. These biases can cause us to make decisions that are not in our best interests. Common emotional biases include fear, greed, and overconfidence. Both types of biases can have a significant impact on our financial choices. Our emotions often drive our financial decisions, and this can lead to impulsive spending, overspending, or even avoiding financial decisions altogether. Dave Ramsey attested to this when he said, "Personal finance is 20% head knowledge and 80% behavior." This behavioral side of money includes habits such as saving, investing, and budgeting. There are many ways that psychology can affect your money habits, and here are 4 examples. Example number 1. Overspending. Overspending is a common issue that frequently results from emotional biases. For example, we might overspend because we feel that we deserve a treat or because we want to keep up with our friends or family members. Overspending can lead to financial difficulties and make it difficult to achieve our long-term financial goals. Conversely, those who prioritize saving have a natural inclination to refrain from spending their hard-earned cash. They derive a sense of security and satisfaction from stashing their funds away. Savers possess the admirable qualities of patience and a willingness to postpone gratification until they can afford a desired purchase. However, it is crucial for both spenders and savers to avoid taking their tendencies to the extreme. Spenders who squander all their earnings are bound to find themselves destitute sooner or later, while those who exclusively prioritize saving may end up depriving themselves of pleasurable experiences that could enhance their lives with joy and excitement. This reality may seem obvious, yet it is essential to reflect on it. We should try to strike a balance between saving and spending that works best for our personal financial goals and well-being. Moderation is key, and wise financial planning entails considering both the short-term and long-term implications of our spending and saving habits. Example number 2. Procrastination. Procrastination is another common problem that is often driven by emotional biases. For example, we might procrastinate on making financial decisions because we feel overwhelmed, anxious, or uncertain. This can lead to missed opportunities and poor financial outcomes. If you delay creating a budget or investing your money, you may miss out on potential financial gains or even fall into debt. Furthermore, procrastination can lead to missed bill payments, late fees, and ultimately damage to your credit score. Are you familiar with the 2 categories of budgeters? There are the nerds who enjoy crunching numbers and organizing their budget, finding satisfaction in knowing where their money goes each month and constantly striving to improve their finances. Then there are the free spirits, who prefer not to get bogged down in the details and instead prioritize living life to the fullest, often indulging in shopping and entertainment. Although these 2 categories may seem incompatible, they actually complement each other quite well. Nerds benefit from the free spirit's ability to inject some fun money into the budget for non-essential categories such as date nights, vacations, and parties. In turn, free spirits rely on nerds to help them create a realistic budget and keep track of their expenses. Contrary to popular belief, being a nerd doesn't necessarily mean one is frugal, and being a free spirit doesn't necessarily mean one is a big spender. For instance, I think I am somewhere in the middle, a nerd spender who loves to spend money but also keeps a close eye on his budget. So whether you're a nerd, a free spirit, or somewhere in between, remember that both types of budgeters have their strengths and weaknesses, and it's important to find a balance that works for you. Procrastination can come with a significant cost. In the short term, you may feel like you're avoiding a problem, but in the long term, you're likely to face the consequences of your actions. Late fees, missed opportunities, and lost interest can all add up and impact your financial health. Now, let's talk about how you can overcome procrastination and make better financial decisions. Firstly, it's important to identify why you're procrastinating. Are you overwhelmed, fearful, or just not interested? Once you understand the underlying reason, you can take steps to address it. Additionally, setting clear goals, breaking down tasks into smaller, manageable pieces, and creating a schedule can all help you overcome procrastination and take control of your finances. Example. Number 3. Fear of investing. Many people are afraid of investing because of the perceived risks involved. However, not investing can lead to missed opportunities for growth and wealth accumulation over the long term. Have you ever wanted to invest in something but hesitated because of fear? You're not alone. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that prevent people from achieving their financial goals. Fear of losing money, fear of making the wrong decision, fear of the unknown, all of these can hold you back. So, how can you overcome this fear? One way is to educate yourself. The more you learn about investing, the more confident you'll become in making financial decisions. You can start by reading books, watching videos, or attending seminars. The more knowledge you have, the less intimidating the investment world will seem. Another way is to start small. Instead of diving headfirst into a high-risk investment, you can start by investing a small amount of money in a low-risk option. This will allow you to dip your toes into the water and get comfortable with the process before moving on to bigger investments. You can check out our series on the best way to start your investment journey. Example, number 4. Herding. What is herding? Herding is the tendency to follow the crowd, even if it goes against our better judgment. It is the phenomenon of people following the actions of a larger group without thinking critically about the decision. We often see this in the stock market, where people buy or sell stocks based on the actions of others. Emotional biases, such as the need to belong or the fear of missing out, frequently drive this behavior. However, following the herd can lead to poor financial outcomes, as the crowd may not always make the best financial decisions. While herding can provide a sense of security and comfort, it can also lead to negative financial outcomes. Herding can result in market bubbles, where prices rise above their true value and then burst, causing a financial crisis. We saw this in the housing market crash of 2008, where many people followed the trend of buying homes, which led to the creation of the housing bubble. The good news is that we can overcome the herding bias by developing critical thinking skills and doing our own research before making financial decisions. It's important to gather as much information as possible and make informed decisions based on our own analysis, rather than blindly following the actions of others. Some of the most successful investors in history, such as Warren Buffett and Benjamin Graham, avoided herding and made independent decisions based on their own analysis. They were able to see value in assets that others missed and did not let the actions of the crowd influence them. The psychology of money and its impact on decision-making. Money has the power to reveal our true nature, magnifying our innate qualities, whether they are positive or negative. It serves as a tool that can be used in different ways, and the choices we make about its use can be influenced by our money psychology. Understanding our money psychology is essential because it plays a significant role in the decisions we make every day. By recognizing how we respond to money, we can gain greater control over our financial decisions and avoid impulsive choices. One of the most significant ways that money psychology affects decision-making is through our biases. We all have inherent biases that can influence our attitudes and behaviors, and money can exacerbate these biases. For example, if we have a tendency to prioritize status over safety, we may be more likely to spend money on luxury items rather than investing in our long-term financial security. The key to managing our money psychology is to recognize our biases and work to mitigate their impact. By understanding our tendencies, we can make more informed financial decisions that align with our long-term goals. Tips for managing your money psychology. Managing your money psychology requires a degree of self-awareness and self-discipline. Here are some tips to help you get started. Tip number 1. Identify your biases. Start by identifying the biases that impact your financial decisions. Do you prioritize short-term pleasures over long-term security? Are you more focused on status than practicality? Understanding your tendencies will help you make more informed choices. Tip number 2. Set realistic goals. Having clear financial goals is essential for managing your money psychology. It gives you a roadmap for your financial decisions and helps you stay focused on your long-term objectives. By breaking down your long-term goals into smaller, achievable steps, you can reduce the impact of cognitive biases like procrastination. Tip number 3. Track your spending. Keep track of your spending habits to identify areas where you may be overspending. This will help you make more informed choices about where to allocate your money. Creating a budget can help you set financial goals, prioritize your spending, and stay on track. By setting limits on your spending and sticking to them, you can reduce the impact of emotional biases like overspending and hurting. Tip number 4. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is crucial for managing your money. It requires a willingness to delay gratification and make short-term sacrifices for long-term benefits. Tip number 5. Seek professional help. If you're struggling to manage your money psychology, consider seeking professional help. A financial advisor or therapist can help you identify your biases and develop strategies for managing them to achieve your financial goals. In conclusion, money psychology plays a significant role in decision-making. By understanding your tendencies and biases, why you procrastinate, and taking proactive steps to address them, we can make more informed financial decisions that align with our long-term goals. The fear of investing can have a significant impact on your financial decisions. However, it's essential to remember that fear is a natural emotion that can be overcome. By educating yourself and starting small, you can slowly build your confidence and take control of your financial future. With a little self-discipline and the right strategies, anyone can manage their money psychology and achieve financial success. Start today by identifying your biases and developing a plan to overcome them. Remember, the key to success is taking action, so start today. Don't let money control you. Take charge of your financial future and start building the life you want today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.